Hello, my name is Swissbianco. In this video I will talk about the Victorinox alox limited edition 2015. Victorinox did decide to offer some limited editions for the coming years, starting with the limited edition in 2015 in a darker blue color. There are always three models. We have the Pioneer, the Cadet and the Classic. So we're gonna have a look on how those models gonna look like, how the boxing is. The color for 2016 is not out yet. We see that then at the SHOT Show, quite likely in January. So we're gonna start first with the smallest variation, with the Classic. As we open up the box, we see the boxes are always the same. We see that paperwork here. On the reverse side it is in Deutsch. The box is really nice made. We have that part here with the shield, plus we have that part here that slides over it. It's a bit tight, so that is how the item looks like as you get it. So on the back side we have some more information too, victorinox.com of course. So I'm gonna open that up again. Inside we have a foam. We can take that out. The first layer is the one with the knife. Then we have a bottom layer. Bottom layer is like that. So we can put that back in with the paperwork, and then we have a look at the Classic Swiss Army knife in that 2015 limited edition. We see that darker blue color with the silver shield. It's a typical Classic two-layer model. On the back side we have the 2015. This is not a engraving, it's a alu print. So that is nicely done there in that fashion there on the engraving plate. Otherwise it's just a regular variation, nothing special at all. It's just a Classic knife in alox with that blue, darker blue color on the aluminum. Then this is a 58mm knife. Then the next bigger is the Cadet. That would be this model. We have the same boxing. This time between the two layers of the foam there is the typical Victorinox manual, the paperwork on how to use the knife. Nothing special there too. We see the same color with the silver shield, and on the back side we have again on the engraving plate there the 2015. The colors on this one match pretty well, like with the Classic too. Sometimes there is a bit variation. It's maybe hard for the camera to see, but yeah, we see. The rest on the table is the Pioneer. We're gonna start with this one. Again we see the regular boxing plus the Victorinox manual in between there. This is a regular Pioneer 93mm handle size with the split ring and the regular two layers. Nothing unique there, it's just a regular Pioneer, dark blue color with the silver shield. On the back side we have the 2015 in the middle on the engraving plate. This one here, I hope the camera see it. We have already quite a color difference between that side is darker than this side. I hope the camera see that. So that is one detail that if you can select the knife, that you need to watch that both sides of the colors match. Then we go to the next one. That one matches a bit better. By mass production, that is not easy with the aluminum. That is number 3. Number 4. We also see on this one a typical detail by the manufacturing. The aluminum scales are stamped, cold forged. So we see here there is a big scratch on the scale there by the stamping process. Here we see a little bit less much on the scale there. That is just from the stamping. That can't be avoided in that manufacturing process. If those scales would be CNC milled, that flaws or defects would be completely eliminated. That is the last one. Here we also see really well that the lower part has a lighter color than the top part. I hope the camera see it. Sometimes it's hard to pick up, but the lower part here has a way lighter color than the top part. Yeah, maybe that one gonna show it too. So they are not all the same. With aluminum, it's really a problem with anodizing. Best would be to anodize those in pairs. I do my own anodizing, so I see the problems for by now decades. So it's really not that easy. But all in all, for sure, it's a nice approach from a Victorinox to make a limited edition more available for more people. That is not based on a number. They did not say like we make 1,000 pieces each. They simply did say we make as many as we need to, as the demand is there, and sell those. But then after 2015 we switched the color to a new color and make quite likely the same knives again in that 2016 color. So it's yet hard to say how many of those models actually were made. That is also gonna differ in the different models. Maybe the classic one gonna outsell all the other models because it's of course a bit cheaper to buy, so more people could afford it, but that is hard to say yet. We're gonna see that later this year. Yeah, so that much about the Victorinox Alox limited edition 2015 in dark blue.